Alright, welcome to a quick Robot Adventures video. How you doing? Children! Do not watch this video. Dumbasses, shit from brains. This video is not made for you. This video is made for people who like my videos. Get back. This video brought to you by this beverage. If you ever need a beverage, why not try this beverage? Just go down to the store and find this beverage. Alright, on with the show. This video brought to you by... these Cheetos are packed with flavor and super delicious. I don't know because I've never eaten them before. And they got crazy mixed salt in there. I don't know what level of crazy that is. Alright, this video brought to you by this, in conjunction with these cough drops. It's not brought to you by, nothing was brought to you by this. In conjunction with, because I am conjuncting with these things. Alright, so I wanted to, like the heading on the video said, wanted to show the logo on the Vase mode. Hopefully that's what I call this thing. And here's a little Vase mode thing that I made. And this was scaled down to 0.25%, so 25% of the original size, which was supposed to go over there, but not autofocusing. No. But to print this thing at full scale, it would have taken 7 hours. So I was like, oh, fuck that. So this little tiny scale, oh, that came off really quickly. Came out at like 1 hour or something. So yeah, and yeah, I did this in FreeCAD, and you can see there's a letter right there. So this is a Vase mode, and why is that ripped like that, Riven? Oh, because when this thing was printing, the filament here got snagged up and tangled up in itself. So when they made that spool, when they wound the filament around that spool, they got tangled. And so it started pulling on here, and it was like, oh crap. So I had to stop it and take it off, and I'll show the video of me doing that there. So I'm printing this vase here, and it's like, wow, that got fucked up. What happened there? The spool is twisted up. The filament got unrolled underneath this other one, so yeah, that's nuts. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of fucked. And I was just gonna buy some more of this this stuff from yeah, so let it print it out okay. Clear blue. What I wanted to show you was the yeah, the way I did that. So maybe it's easy to understand what I did, looking at it from that way. But yeah, you can run any angle on that vase mode. So you can just make a box with a pocketed letter and get that you could get like a little box with the logo on there, which would make for like a cup or something, or pencil, like a pencil holder or something. So what I did was I made this revolve shape here, and then I made this interior pad, square, cube. I did that in the center, and then I extruded it symmetrical to this plane, so it came out on both sides equally. And then I selected each of the faces on this side and that side, and then I just free-handed it up a letter, and then pocketed that into there, and I ran a couple of chamfers over here on this side and some fillets to make it rounded and allow for the vase mode to to warp around there. Yeah, so the fillets and the chamfers make it easier for the head to move around. This bottom here was not very good because I should have done the chamfer a lot bigger or something. I should have done this chamfer different from these other side ones. So I had too much overhang on that, and that kind of looks funky. So I made this this flat cube inside, and then because in FreeCAD you can't add a sketch onto a face that's curved, or well, at an angle is okay, but it needs to be flat. And so you could actually do another cut and make that a parallel to this the angle of this shell of this revolution. And yeah, but then when you do that, if you're going to pocket it, that's going to go up into it, not at a 90 degree like this was. So it's just a different design. But and then after I did that, I unioned this flat cube with the revolve revolution, and then that was a complete solid. And then I threw that into Slicer and ran the Vase mode slicing settings on there, and it hollowed it out and gave me this. Well, it actually gave me it at like 250 millimeters, so almost the full size of the Z. But and that was also 7 hours. But so I scaled it down and then got this. I think yeah, that vase mode might be fun. I also did that other vase mode for that thing over there. Oh, now it focuses. Okay. And let's take a look at that. And what I did with this one, oh shit, is I really didn't. I wanted to have a hole in it. I wanted to have the hole in there. So what I did was when I did the revolution on the shape, I made it so that there was this big hole in the middle, revolved around that, but I had to make an exterior and an interior layer, so it did both of them, and then it to get them both done in the vase mode, it had to do this cross from the exterior layer into the interior layer, and because the separation between those two layers was only 2 millimeters, it wasn't that difficult to bridge. Alright, so this is the vase that I made, the vase. And a little bit of interesting thing here. I did revolve around the central axis, but I had the inside and outside of the figure, and then when I made the vase, it maintained both of them. So it's got like a 2 millimeter separation between the inside and the outside. And pop it off. Oh, nice. And yeah, it feels good. And so this has to go over here. Alright, hold on. Alright, perfect. That, look at the taint right there. Taint. Got the 2 layers. And it fits in there well. So I just gotta make it really big, like the angle, and yeah. So we'll play with that. That will be the lampshade with the clear blue, or clear another color. But yeah, so I made a little taint right there. Just wrapping it all up. Just, like, what are you talking about, Ruben? You know that little line that you get sometimes between the thingy and the other thing? It's just like that. Wrapping it all up. And that's what you do to get your logo on your vase mode. Just use some chamfers and some fillets, and maybe you can get better results than I did. Alright guys, I am very under the weather. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Alright, one more thing. I'd like to thank the guy from the Maker's Muse, the Australian Angus, for giving me the idea to make this thing when he modified what a vase is. And because of the tangle in the spool, I think I'm gonna go switch over to make this rapper spool manufacturer my go-to spool, because of the way the spool is rolled, and I don't think you're gonna get any tangles off of that. So in the Yahoo Japan the store, they market it as like tangle free. So maybe that's a good way to go with it. This stuff over here is cheaper. It's like 20 bucks for this, 2,000 yen, or even less than 2,000 yen. This stuff I think was about maybe 2,500 yen. So still 30 bucks, and how much, you spend 30 bucks on a transformer all the time. So buying these spools is a lot cheaper than buying a shitload of transformers. Alright guys, let me know if you have any questions or something. I just printed that on the glass, borosilicate glass, no glue, no hairspray, nothing, just PLA, boom, right on the plate. And if you notice, boy, that doesn't look like it used to look. That's right, because I changed out, removed the aluminum because I was doing some ABS stuff, and I have to put up the video of the ABS stuff, but that took a lot longer than I expected it to take, so this one is, I think, only 2 shots. So I just put those together, throw the title on there, and come back. Yeah, kind of. One of these things about this Rip Wrapper. According to their webpage, of Chinese New Year, so they're not going to be shipping until the first or second week of February. But Amazon has a lot of this stuff already on there, so I can get that in stock. And then the other stuff, like they have a bunch of different types of materials, like they have fiber, which is kind of weird. And they have some other stuff. It's like, oh, I want to try that, see how that prints, and then run it through the Filament P902. And if you, I don't know how they named it, but if you type in P, and then you type in 902, then it spells P902. Eh? How about that? Illness is affecting my joke level. Alright guys, that's finally it. Talk to you guys later. Make your own logos on your Vase. Okay, bye.